I started rapping shit 2007. So like, when I started rapping, I really just started rapping because I was bored. I really didn't have a mentor as far as rapping, but as far as growing up, like my dad, yeah, but he was in jail. My dad went to jail when I was 4, and he got out 2016. You feel me? So he did 24 years in jail. So the whole time he gone, not saying it kind of motivated me, but it made me understand I gotta be a man in a certain situation. You know, my grandpa had passed away, my uncle's in jail, like, so all the men that was around me kind of was taken away. It wasn't, they didn't leave, they just took away. Police, death, this certain type of situation. So that kind of motivated me to be like, man, I gotta change I gotta change the narrative. Like I gotta, instead of me trying to be the biggest drug dealer or the biggest this, let me be the biggest businessman in my family. You know what I mean? Because as far as my dad, he already did as far as what you can to be a gangster. So I can't top that. Let me go do something else. You know what I mean? So that's my hype is. Like, just like they sold this to get that, I'm gonna sell this and sell this to get this. As far as the music, clothes, merchandise, you know what I mean? Games. So that's what my thing really was, man. They mistakes and shit like that helped me do this. But I never really thought I was gonna do music. It's just the fact that when I did, I never quit nothing. I don't quit nothing, I start. If I start something, I'm not gonna quit it, regardless of what it is. Like, so that's how I looked at it, man. Like, I'm gonna do this shit for real. Oh yeah, this is how I connected with the Mekanix. Yeah, it's crazy you say it's crazy that because it took me a while to get my first beat from them. Like, they already knew my name. I had a name and shit already, but they made me work before I got the first beat from them. So I always seen him all the time. He'd be like, Chip, man, we gonna get in there, just keep going, just keep working, keep going. So I just kept seeing him, and then one day he like come to the studio. I'm like, yes, like, hell yeah. So from then, and the first day I went to the studio, we started making a tape, and we just built a relationship from there, and we ain't stopped, man. It's just like you said, like they them people that don't get their flowers right now. Like, they did a whole lot for the Bay. Like they do so much, and they created a sound for us to use, and people really kind of don't use it. People from the Bay Area starting to sound like Detroit and Atlanta, and all these other places. When the Bay Area have a sound, we have our own sound that we can use, but we rather use other sounds. So the Mekanix is them people that, man, keep the sound here, man. It keep it just keep the industry type vibe when you get on the beat with them. It's like I made it when I get on the beat with them. Yes, the Chippa Jones one. It's just Chippa Jones. Yeah, my nigga Dave. You know who Davo is? He do all. He managed Mozzie, but he make all the beats for Mozzie. His name Dave Dasho. Yeah, he the one that did that whole. Him and June on the beat. They the one that did that tape for me, man. Like, he the one that kind of helped me as far as knowing what the people in the Bay Area wanted. Because I wouldn't really focus on the Bay because I'm a rapper. So I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck if the Bay like my shit. But he was like, man, you got to get home. So he had me on them up-tempo beats. And he kind of helped me as far as like knowing how to make an up-tempo beat, a party song. I'm still trying to rap and shoot niggas, but he like, man, you got to calm it down a little bit. So he kind of molded me into that. So, you know what I mean? That's just, that tape, man. That tape was so fire to me. I fuck with that tape hard. We just didn't push it right. Like, we didn't have the right people behind us. We just was letting shit go.